Stafford going to throw from the outset. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation... Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lockett, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Huntley. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give for Walker running right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Ready, break.
On the give, it's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Kevin Pirates.
Block at the man in motion. Third down. Here's Huntley now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Monday.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He goes, 22.
Stafford on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
40 got. 11.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Stafford going to change it up here. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Going right back to Akers. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Akers, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Rams are back within a score.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Come on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Viking 18. Ready.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Mustang 19.
Here's Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Panther 11, Panther 11. Panther Street, Panther Street. Check, man, check, man.
Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Shot.
3rd down and 13.
Shot 60. 79 Broncos. 19 Titans. 19 Titans. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Come 19. Come 19. Warriors got to be.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action with Huntley. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Huntley. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready, ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Huntley off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Here's Huntley. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Lockett. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw here, Huntley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Goal 80. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Huntley looks to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
53, ready. 10, 10. Alert. 70.
Throwing is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Set. 50. Like 7.
Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now Myers for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Rams 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
A final shot before the break. Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rams 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Tanner Brown to kick off for the Rams.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Hundley looks to throw. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, Huntley going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Ready.
To throw, Huntley. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Ready up. Go, Reed. Go.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Okay,
Now
break.
a 2nd and 2. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Walker with another carry. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the ready.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Boxes. Go check. Go check.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there
ready?
because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
On 2nd down, here's Huntley. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Second down and 8. Now a toss play for Akers. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Akers. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And middle.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
40 got. Monday.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got the 2-score lead. It looked, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Huntley to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 10. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cobb. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
Here we go, 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Touchdown! Cam Akers. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! LA football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
This is 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Right, 22.
On 1st down at Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Touchdown, Rams! Tyler Higbee, 39 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Huntley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's 3rd down at 5. Smith's going to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's first down.
59!
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Throwing now, Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Seahawks, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.